sa pagpe-preside ni Senator Chis Escudero, mapapansin ba na alam naman natin kung ano yung nangyari sa kanya, di ba?
Yes.
Galing sa isang majority, lumipat matapos ngang umugong yung mga kaso-kaso. Mapapansin ba doon sa kanyang pagpe-preside na yun nga, yung parang leaning, meron bang bias doon sa kanyang pagpe-preside po?
Yes po. Actually, sa simula pa lang, meron na siyang leaning. But I will tell you this, no? This is just my opinion. At inoobserbahan ko pa, bigla siya naging Trojan horse. Nagulat ang lahat nung dineclare niya na 16 ang 2/3 of 24. Even yung mga kaalyado niya. They did not expect that.
Dito po sa impeachment natin, attorney, unahin lang muna natin, no? Nakalipas na po yung tatlong pagdinig. Kaso, kung ikaw ay ordinaryong tao, parang mababagalan ka sa takbo ng proseso. Kasi hindi po usual o regular na nakikita ng ordinaryong tao yung nang nangyayari sa courtroom. Bihira lang yan. Yung nakakaalam yan. At ngayon, naging publicize ito. Normal na ba ito sa isang trial, kahit sa courtroom, regular court, attorney?
Yes po. Actually, ang nangyayari is, alam natin na maraming naiinip. Kasi in reality, gusto nila yung bakbakan talaga. No? However, hindi po yan nangyayari pagdating sa actual na kaso because meron pong rules na kailangan po ilatag ng mainam ang ebidensya. Kaya nga, then, pag hindi kasi malatag ang ebidensya ng tama, pwede po ito maging inadmissible. Hindi na ma-rule on the merits, but it would be saying that there is a failure to introduce the evidence needed for that particular offense. No? Kaya maraming nagsasabi na dapat sana yung defense stipulate na lang nila yung existence of the video. Total, napanood naman namin yan. Nandyan naman yan. Nakita namin ng lahat. No? Tapos, ang sabi nila, dahil sinabi ni Attorney Binluan na inadmit, so dapat ganun lang pa rin pala. Tanong-tanungin pa nila, inadmit naman kasi sabi niya, salita daw yun ng isang nanay at kapatid at bilang asawa, no? Sabi yan. Now, yun ang pinapalabas din, no? So dapat daw kasi undeniable ng existent nun, dapat ang defense should have just admitted it. Yun po yung mga senyales na nababagot at naiinip na po yung mga tao para bakbaka na po kung ano po yung tinatawag nating mens rea, yung criminal intent, no, by doing that, by making that statement. Ano ba ang interpretasyon niyan? Gusto kasi na doon ang argument whether or not yun po pa talaga is grave threat, no? Parang gusto nila i-shortcut na hindi na kailangan yun kasi talagang kailangang diretso na tayo sa discussion na ito. Yun ang kanilang gusto, Admar.
Oo nga, kasi kumbaga, sabi nga, nung nakapanayam ko si Attorney Panelo, milyong-milyong tao na nakapanood nito. Naging trending ito, hindi lang buong Pilipinas, worldwide. Pero nakikita nyo po ba na maaring estratehiya ito ng PROSEC para mapahaba at laging ma-instill, matatak sa utak ng tao yung ginagamit at terminong ipapatay, merong kinontrata, ipapatay. Lalo na yung pag-deliver ng PROSEC, attorney?
Yes, I respect the view of Attorney Panelo, no? Pero to my mind, no, hindi kasi pwede mag-apply yung ganyang klaseng style sa ganitong klaseng proceedings. Malamang po sa regular courts natin pwede yan, no? But in this kind of proceedings, hindi po pwede. Ang issue kasi is not only whether that video exists. Hindi po lang yan ang issue. Ang real issue nito is that yung pong video ba na yan, legally, fairly, and credibly ba na magamit ng prosecution to prove an impeachable offense, no? Kasi ang impeachment proceeding po is sui generis. Alam po natin yan, no? It's not an ordinary criminal, civil, administrative case, no? It is both legal and political in nature. O, klaro po yan, ha? So, there is that impeachment court kasi at meron din po tayong tinatawag na court of public opinion. Nawala po yan sa regular court. Sa regular courts, bawal mag-video-video doon. No? Isa lang ang boss doon, kundi ang regular court. Dito po, aside from the fact na may impeachment court, meron pong mga taong nanonood na interesado. So we have this court of public opinion, Admar, no? So, kaya ang prosecution, dapat gawin nila, they have to do more than simply saying that the video exists, no? Kailangan ipatunayan nila na ang evidence was legally obtained, okay? Properly authenticated, fairly presented, wala pong butas, no? And not gathered or used for purely political purpose. Yan po pinaka-importante ha, na dapat ipakita nila na hindi po yan siya kinuha or ginather para gamiting pampolitikal, no? Because if the defense here, yung panel nila season, will be able to show that the evidence was procured, selected, or presented as part of a political operation against this Inday Sara, who is a political enemy, then the foundation of the prosecution's narrative becomes seriously weakened. Kasi ganito yan eh. Pinipresent lang nila yung splice nung 2-minute video. Now, we have to know the whole context. At saka lahat po ng surrounding circumstances, not only that video, but what happened during that day, the day before and everything. So, kailangan ma-establish po yung synchronized and consistent na pag-persecute o pag-o-oppress kang Inday Sara. That's the reason why she had said that, no? Yun po ang narrative ng defense at kailangan nilang ma-prove yan. Ang prosecution naman hindi. Legal itong ginawa namin. Para lang talaga dahil sinabi niya, tatanggalin namin siya. They have to stick with the law. And they would not say it's not political in nature. Yun po ang dahilan eh. Kaya magtataka po yung iba, bakit grabing objection, grabing cross-examination? Kasi gusto nila malaman kung dinadaan nyo ba ito ng paspasan or kinuha lang ito kay for purposes of prosecuting Inday Sara dahil meron kayong selective persecution. Kita mo, Edmar, ha, yung mga questions on the cross, ha, that ang unang mga things na nangyari is that kayo lang ba motu proprio ang gumawa nito? Nagsabi ba kayo sa PSG? Nagpunta ba kayo sa National Security Council? Nagpunta ba kayo doon sa CIDG, sa AFP, intelligence? Kasi sabi nyo, it is a matter of national security or threat to the life of the president. Did you do that? So, hindi daw. So, ibig sabihin, on that point, the defense is trying to prove that ginagamit ito political. Sila naman, they should have, a prosecution should have presented na hindi na kailangan ang pag-present yung sa PSG and everything. So, ganun na, no? Second, sabi na naman ng defense is that, sige, bakit ang inimbestigahan ninyo, ito lang pag yung threat against the president, pero hindi nyo inimbestigahan yung sinabi ni Inday Sara na ang security ko, may security ako at pagpapatayin ako, yung statement na yun, bakit hindi ka rin gumawa ng grabbing investigation with respect kay Inday Sara because he is also the second highest person, elected official in the land. So, ibig sabihin, kung focus nyo lang si BBM, klaro political in nature. Yun ang laban dito, laban
Opo.
dito. O kaya kailangan talagang ma-present yung witnesses na yun para ma-cross-examine ng defense.
Opo. At ang isa din sa mga winawonder ng ating mga kababayan, saglit lang, ang mga senator judges ay mas
Yan.
marami ang hindi abogado. Ma-appreciate ba nila itong mga ganitong mga klase ng nakikita lang natin sa korte, normal? Paano? Di ko nga alam kung lahat pa kagaya. Kasi ang common na talagang laging nagtatanong, nakikita mo talagang ginagawa nila yung kanilang assignment. Yung mga kalimitan mga abogado at saka yung mga halimbawa Senators Cayetano, ng dalawang Senator Cayetano, nandun din yung iba. Pero karamihan doon hindi po mga abogado. Paano nila ma-appreciate kung tama sabi nga ng nabasa ko na netizen, at the end of the day, pwede namang hindi lang kasi yes or no lang naman yung iboboto yan kung pabor ba ako o hindi na i-impeach si BP Sara, attorney.
Kaya alam mo, meron yan sila mga lawyers to analyze for them, no? But kung makita mo, Admar, no, gusto ko kasi sa ating mga nanonood dito na laliman nila ang pag-intindi sa nangyayari ba. And they will not just stick to the four corners of that law na sinasabing may grave threats. Ang purpose talaga, bakit ini-enforce yun? At ang political nature of everything. Dapat ganun po tayo mag-isip. Now, tingnan po ninyo, na-reinforce po yung aking opinion or pananaw na political talaga ito. Bakit? If you'll notice the senator judges, both camps, both camps, minority and majority, talagang nire-repair nila kung saan sila nakalin. 'Di ba? Kita mo yung mga katanungan nila, si Risa Intuberos is trying to fix what has been destroyed in order that maremedyohan. The problem is that mali lang pagkatanong kaya mas nag-bolster tuloy yung defense, no? Now, if you will see si Tito Soto, si talagang nire-repair nila yung credentials, tinatanong, di ba, meron ka pa rin sa abroad and everything na nag-training ka, pinipill up nila. Now, and Senator Adon Petricano is also doing the same, honestly, in favor din sa, because nag-start a prosecution, they might as well start also with this kind of protection on kung saan tayo leaning. So in that particular sense pa lang makita mo, mayroon ng bias. They cannot appear to be a cold, a neutral judge, no? Kahit na ano pong pilitin ni Senator Escudero by saying hindi, dapat we should appear impartial and everything, they cannot do that because it is his political injury. Meron niyang party affiliation eh. Alam natin na yung iba is alyado po ni BBM, kakalaban Inday, and then si Inday, meron din siyang mga kaalyado dyan. Whether we like it or not, kailangan po yan siya. Ang akin lang, nakita doon, isang senator judge lang ang medyo sharp at saka appears to be impartial, hindi bias, magtanong, yung kay Robin Padilla. Nagulat ako sa lahat sa kanila na nag-graduate sa University of Reason, yun pa ang mas magaling magtanong. At ang katanungan po niya, directed to the witness, never directed to the lawyers. Kasi ang clarificatory questions po ng mga senator judges or mga judges for that matter should be directed to the witness, not directed to the lawyers. Huwag mong tanungin because that is their theory. Hindi yan sila ang nagtatestify. No matter how long their statements there, that will not supposedly be used as a basis to arrive at a decision. Dapat a basis ng evidence na piniresenta. Ganyan yan siya, Mar, no? Ang style ng impeachment dahil nga sui generis ito siya.
Walang limitasyon sa kung ano yung itatanong, maliban na lang doon sa pinuna na parang pang last part na dapat, attorney.
Alam mo, Mar, ang problema niyan man, alam mo, the problem is that, can the lawyers object to the senator judge? Of course, they would not do that kasi magagalit ang judges sila. They do not want to get the ire of the judges. But, ang kapwa naman na, let's say, a presiding officer, kahit a presiding officer siya, just remember, ano lang yan, kung equal lang niya senator siya. Tapos yung nagtatanong pa is kapag majority. So, ibig sabihin, while nakakapagsabi siya to remind and everything, hindi na ko control eh. Who will control? Who will stop them from doing that? Diba? So, ang nangyayari is that napapatuloy-tuloy. Now, I think here, honestly speaking, Jesus Escudero is trying his best to contain things, no? So that to make the impeachment proceedings as neutral as possible. As at least naman lang, magiging fair proceedings siya, tingnan man lang kahit na sa pananaw ng mga nakikinig, no?
Opo.
Although in reality, Mar, hindi mo talaga pwede tanggalin ang biases dyan. Kasi political ka in nature eh.
Opo. Doon sa pagpe-preside ni Senator Chis Escudero, mapapansin ba na alam naman natin kung ano yung nangyari sa kanya, di ba? Galing sa isang majority, lumipat matapos ngang umugong yung mga kaso-kaso. Mapapansin ba doon sa kanyang pagpe-preside na yun nga, yung parang leaning, meron bang bias doon sa kanyang pagpe-preside po?
Yes po. Actually, sa simula pa lang, meron na siyang leaning. But I will tell you this, no? This is just my opinion. At inobserbahan ko pa, bigla siya naging Trojan horse eh. Nagulat ang lahat nung dineclare niya na 16 ang 2/3 of 24. Even yung mga kaalyado niya, they did not expect that. That he will said that the decision and the determination by this impeachment court should be 16 or 2/3 of 24. Now, kanino po nakalid yan? Kung tingnan natin, nakalid yan dun sa defense. And that is the most important threshold, that is the most important thing in these proceedings para ma-discuss lahat kung ano ba talaga. Kasi yun ang habulin. Hirap hanapin ng 16 eh. So technically speaking, akin ng tong pananaw 16 votes na yan. How could they get 16 votes? Technically speaking, pwede hindi na lang tayo mag-present ng evidence, pwede na tayo magbotohan ngayon. Diba? Because as I said, it is political and it's all party affiliations. But it cannot be done, Admar. Kasi kailangan talaga na ang prosecution, ipakita nyo talaga. Kasi meron pa tayo isang court yung court of public opinion. And they have to present to the public that ito yung ebidensya namin. Kasi nagyabang kami doon sa likod ng microphone noon, sa Committee on Justice of Hearing, we have to prove na talagang may kasalanan nito si Inday Sara. Now, ang defense naman would say, I have to say that my client or ako sa respondent is wala talaga ako, inosente ako. Kasi meron pang tumitikin ng tao. Hindi naman pwedeng papayag ang mga tao na stop daling ang impeachment court, magbotohan na tayo. Kasi gusto rin natin malaman ang katotohanan ng lahat. Kasi dyan malalaman, Mar, kung ang pag politically motivated ito, talagang masisira talaga ang prosecution, pati ang mga kaalyado nila na talagang political persecution, it will really destroy them. Yan ang aim din ng defense, no? Para pagdating ng panahon, maklaro natin kung sino talaga yung nagbe-bend at gumagawa ng twisting ng batas para lang ma-persecute politically ang isang political opponent.
Opo. Yung nakalipas na 3 araw na trial, mula nung pag-upo niya, nabanggit na niya yung, kailan ba niya ibinanggit yung threshold na 16?
Sa simula, bago
Sa
siya.
simula, di ba?
Sabi niya,
Okay.
yeah, the presiding officer would like to make sa manifestation. Sabi niya.
So, 3 araw na yun. At doon
Yes.
sa 3 araw, walang nag-object na kahit isa. Pero merong nag-clarify. Which is sinabi
Nag-clarify.
niya na hindi ito opinion lang, legal opinion, kundi yun talaga ang paninindigan ng impeachment court.
And
Hindi,
sinabi ni Ischis Cordero, yes, that is it, no?
opo.
So,
Hindi na ba ito mababago along the way? Or
I think
magiging questionable ba kung along the way, mababago? Inapprove na nila yung mga journals ng unang 2.
yes, you're very good in pointing that out, no? I think with respect dun sa loob ng Senate proceedings, hindi na yun mababago, Mar. Bakit? When it was uttered or made by ruled by Chis Escudero, nobody objected. No one. Tanga nga lahat eh. Even the defense, tinakit tayo. Nagulat sila noon, ha? Parang hindi na na-expect. Makita mo talagang reaction. I've been reading them, their body language and their nakita ko. Then, pagkabukasan, in-approve ang journals without again any objection. So, carried na po. That's why when Senator Lacson asked, is this the opinion of the presiding officer or ito na po ba yung pamantasan, pamantayan natin ng ating ng korte? Sabi niya, yes, that is now the definitive thing that the disimpeachment court will follow. Di ba? Parang ganun. So, ibig sabihin yan na yan. Fix na po yan siya dyan. Kasi wala na silang nagawa. And in fact, after that, before tayo nag-interview 2 hours before, may nabasa ako doon na posting na parang agree din talaga nagka-clarify lang siya pero okay sa kanyang 16, sabi ni Senator Lacson, if I'm not mistaken. No? Alam mo po makapagbago nito? Yung motion na ipinail nalaman ko lang ha, I do not know if you also through it, yung motion na pinail ng kampo ni Attorney Torion,
Opo.
questioning the constitutionality of this presiding officer. What if the Supreme Court decides and say that the June 3 ruling and tama yung posisyon ni Attorney Torion's camp and dapat hindi siya dapat maging presiding officer si Chus Escudero.
Yun nga yung
Ibig sabihin,
susunod na tanong ko sa inyo.
yan.
Kasi,
Di ba?
hindi ba presiding officer lang? Lahat ba na kanyang ginawa bilang presiding officer
Yes.
ay
That's
magiging
the
void?
point.
If ever
Yes.
na magdesisyon, pabor sa...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, even his statement that yung mga objections, of course yung statement siya sa threshold kasi covered by everyone na yon, no? Kasi na-pass naman yon. Ang problema doon, yung mga objections, yung mga denial or yung overrule ang mga rulings and everything, kung sino ginawa niya, pwede yun siyang ma-nullify. And it is possible na baka magkaroon ng mistrial, no? And that would be an automatic acquittal, no? Kasi parang tingin ko na gano'n, no? Although, wala po ako nakitang bias ni Chis Escudero so far, ha? In fact, ang ginagawa niya, pinagbibigyan niya lahat. Except for the threshold of 16, pinagbibigyan niya lahat. Ay, pinapasalita niya ng todo, binibigyan na, sige, mag-manifest ka dyan. Si defensor, kahit na improper yun, sige na lang, magsalita ka na lang. Kahit na yung mga manifestation ni Ligutan, after sa tanong ni Rizal Tiberos, sige na lang. Ikaw yun sa defense, si Binluan, nagsalita. Hindi man yun siya dapat. But binabiyaan na lang niya dahil he wanted to be as fair as possible. In fact, napansin mo, pag magbabangayan yung dalawang lawyer, sandali, I will be the one to ask question. Di ba? Siya na lang para matapos na ito kasi ito ang question na dapat itanong. Kaya lang, ang technique ng pagtanong is that more on parang iba ang dating kasi, no? So, what I'm trying to say is that it may affect, no? As I understand, sabi yata ni Attorney Powa, hindi daw nila alam yung pinail ni Attorney Torion's camp, no? And I haven't seen that also, no? And ito naman, nababasa ko lang sa Facebook, no? And that's why I could make an opinion. So, yun ang natitingnan kong worry. What if kung suddenly hindi? So, sabihin natin, maggagawa na naman ng bagong presiding officer, mag-elect, and then magkikreate na naman ng ruling ang bagong presiding officer by saying, sige, the threshold, we will leave that until such time that the decision of the Supreme Court in the Alan Cayetanos case will be decided upon on the issue of kung magkano ang threshold, kung ilan ang threshold. So, pwede nating stop. Parang ganun ang mangyari, parang mabibitin tuloy, no? So, that is what I am actually afraid of, no? Na possible na ganyan po ang mangyari. Ito naman sa akin, puro, alam mo naman kasi, advance mag-isip, parang nag-iisip ko lang na posible na possible na mangyari, Edmar.
I-discuss natin na malaliman yung closing remarks ni Attorney Vin Luan, no? Kasi meron ko akong hawak actually na naipadala ko rin ito sa iyo para mabasa natin.
Yes.
Day 2 ata ito na pag-question ni
Yes.
Senator Judge Risa Hontiveros at kino-coach siya dito. Ang sabi ni Risa Hontiveros, nung kaharap niya yung prosecution, none of these statements are proof that Vice President actually contracted an assassin or hired one.
Yeah.
Dito pala sa termino na ito,
Ah.
parang makadepensa na ba siya?
Oo. But look i-continue mo ang tanong.
Ah.
I-continue mo.
Sabi niya
mo
rito,
ang
none of these statements are proof that Vice President actually contracted an assassin or hired one. She is absolutely right, sabi ni Attorney Vin Luan.
Yes.
She then asked the question. Sabi daw ni Senator Risa, why are these acts impeachable? To this question, sabi ni Attorney Vin Luan, the prosecution responded, we understand that these statements may not actually 100% prove that she in fact contracted an assassin. An assassin, end of quote. Attorney.
Yes. It was a wrong framing ng question ni Hontiveros at siligutan niya ng sumagot yung prosecutor, di ba? Kasi dapat sana nag-establish lang siya, no, so this video does not prove na merong na-hire na contract killer. Yes, okay. Dapat nag-stop na siya doon kasi it has already been damaging. Pwede niyang tanong sana, so are you going to present another evidence to prove this existence or the hiring of a contract killer? 'Di ba? Kasi technically natanong din yan kay Ligutan and he said, yes, we will, Your
Pero
Honor.
'di ba,
Para-
yan yung sa issue din kay NBI Director Matibag na meron daw silang
syempre.
So, kumbaga, may kulang doon sa question kung napapabor sana sa prosecution.
That is where Matibag will testify on next week.
Mm-mm.
Yan, yung kanyang investigation na meron silang investigation na nangyayari and that siguro sabihin niya, we are trying to gather facts pa lang or meron na sila or baka meron silang tao na ipipinpoint na we talk to this person at ito talaga yung hard killer. So, you know how Matibag will justify it, no? And testify next time. Kasi wala man talaga siyang ibang purpose i-testify si Matibag except that. So, I think siya yung investigation niya with respect of determining who is this contract killer. Kaya lang, ang problema, balikan natin doon kay Hontiveros, sa Bisaya, pag ipakipinan pa niya pangutana ba, nagtanong pa siya ng dagdag by saying that, how can this be an impeachable offense? So, ang nangyari, Attorney Ligutan was forced to talk about the theory of the prosecution and which said, we cannot 100% prove that in this video and everything, no? But I'm as a lawyer, I'm not talking as a lawyer, but for moral and something like that. Parang, yun it is a damaging thing, no? And now, he cited the Rule 130, kung paano i-prove, etc., etc. So, malayo na, no? Because of these questions that supposedly natiyatanong ni Senator Risa Hontiveros, nakatulong tuloy, mas lalo, sa defense at nakadiin tuloy dito sa prosecution, 'di ba? So, yun ang aking analysis din. Pero part lang yan siya, part lang ito. So, gaya ng sabi ko sa iyo, Admar, sana po ang senator judges will have a ruling or definite ruling na do not ask questions from the lawyer. Ask the question from the witness. Kasi ang mga witnesses, ang dapat yung tanungin to clarify some things or question the witness because hindi nyo naintindihan at gusto nyo ipaintindi sarili. Para bang research person, tanungin nila ba? Tanungin, hindi yung abogado.